Hello and welcome. Today we're working on what is the idea of markup or markup on cost, and how's that different from profit or margin or whatever. So here's the idea. If we have items that we sell, we have a cost, and to that we add on some amount of profit or some markup to equal the selling price. So the idea of markup is really the profit on the cost or the markup on cost, and we can calculate the markup percentage by saying your profit or your gross profit divided by your cost. That will give us the percentage amount. So we take the profit and add it to the cost, and so that we say that's markup in that case. If we're looking at maybe the sales, then we call this maybe gross profit or gross margin or profit margin. These are very similar concepts, but we're talking about profit divided by the sales, and it'd be a different percentage. Let me show you what I mean here with a real simple example. Let's say that we have an idea. We have a company that has the cost. So we have sales, which is selling price for all the items, sales or revenue. And then cost of goods sold is a lot of times what we call it, or cost of sales or cost of revenue, or simply abbreviate COGS. So let's say our cost is 30. And we have a gross profit. We're going to tack on $18. So what's our selling price going to be? Our selling price is going to be 30 plus the 18. So we're going to sell at 48, something that cost us 30, and we're going to make an $18 profit. Or if you're thinking about the cost of it, you say, well, my markup is $18. So markup and profit are really the same thing. It depends on the direction you're looking at it. For example, if we take 48 divided by 48, divide everything by sales, we're going to get 100%, not very interesting. But if we do the cost of goods sold divided by sales, then you're saying, hey, my cost is 62.5%. That means my profit is the other 37.5. So let's do the math. 18 divided by the 48. So it says, look, for every dollar we have in sales, I'm making about 37.5 cents. Now, is this markup percentage? No. This is gross profit percentage. 37.5% is profit margin percentage, or just simply profit margin, 37.5%. So what's the markup percentage here? Well, our markup percentage is going to be the 18, the gross profit or the profit, divided by the cost. So in terms of cost, you're going to take it and it's going to be 60%. So we took the 30 times 60%. We wanted a 60% markup, and we got $18 profit, and therefore we sell at $48. Let's do a couple little problems to confirm this to make sure you know what's going on. Let's say our cost for the Juliet company is 70, and our markup is 50%. Well, how much profit then are we going to add to our selling price? Well, we're going to take the $70 times the 50%, we're going to tack on an extra 35. That's the markup, right? Or that's the profit. And so therefore, what's our sales going to be? Our sales is going to be 70 plus the 35. We're going to sell at 105. Something that costs us 70 will make a profit of 35. So let's do the math on this. 105 divided by 105. 70 divided by 105. What is our cost? Our cost is about 2/3. 66.6 repeats, right? And then 35 divided by 105 is 33.3%. So when our markup is 50%, our profit margin is 33%. One is always the profit divided by the cost, and one is the profit divided by the sales. So if we do it divided by the cost, which is the smaller number, our markup is always going to be larger than the profit margin. So markup and margin are the same concept, except one is divided by the sales and one is divided by the cost. Let's do one more. So the Kilo company has a cost of 45, and we want an 80% markup. So we're going to take the 45 times the 80%, and we get $36. So we're going to add the 45 plus the 36. We're going to turn around and set our selling price at $81. So 81 divided by 81, that's going to be 100%. That's what we're dividing everything by here now. And then 45 divided by 81. So we have 55.5% basically. So 36 divided by your 81. So we have a profit margin of 44% when we have a markup of 80%. So make sure you know, is this markup on cost or is this profit on sales? Sometimes they use those words profit on sales and profit on cost, or margin or markup on cost and markup on sales. It gets really confusing, so make sure you lay it out like this, and that way you know you're not going to make a mistake. I've got lots of videos on this. Please like, please subscribe, please ask questions, and we'll see you in the next video.